Beat Making Basics.
What's going on, YouTube? Beat Making Basics back again with another dope video. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe, as well as give me a thumbs up. But without further ado, let's jump in. Now, what we're going to be doing in this video is arranging a trap beat. Okay, when I say arranging, basically I'm going to turn this 8-bar loop into song format. Okay, so make sure that this beat will work well if an artist was to jump on it. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a taste of what we're working with on the beat here. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, cool, y'all. So that's the beat. Before we actually get into arranging this into song format, I do want to let you know I got courses, full video courses that you could download on my site, beatmakingbasics.com. Hit the links in the description. Grab a course, grab a sound pack or a sound kit, okay? Anyway, let's jump right in. Basically, the first thing I want to do is identify what's going to work well for what sections of the song, okay, or the different sections of the song. So in any song really, but specifically with trap, you're gonna have an intro, okay, you're gonna have verses, and you're gonna have hooks, okay? So you got to do those three, and then of course the outro. For me personally, a lot of times the intro and the outro, they're gonna pretty much be the same deal, all right? But let's go ahead and see what's gonna be for this intro. I'm thinking I want to keep that very, very simple. Not a lot of drums in it, not a lot of other stuff. So let's just see what it sounds like with just, say, the lower piano. All right, cool. That's gonna be too basic. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is add in this piano sound, or this arpeggiated piano. All right, bet. So what you want to do in each part of your or section of your song is you want it to build. Okay, what I mean by build is like every four measures, you want something new to be being introduced into the beat. So excuse me, that's what you saw me do right here. What I'll do is I'll just go ahead and I'm holding down Option. I'm just going to drag this over. And my method of actually tracking things, we're not tracking things out, arranging the music here in Logic, is I mute and unmute here just to see what's going to work or what not going to work, and then I finalize it here in the workspace area by let's say for instance holding down Control and M, and that's going to mute or unmute the actual section right here in the workspace window. So I know for a fact I don't want any hi-hats, I don't want the clap, kick, or any of these other sounds, so I'm gonna go ahead and push Control M to mute it. And I want there to be a basic snare roll right here, right before the beat drops. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push Command T to trim this, and we're gonna push Control M to mute it. And so now when I unmute it here, as you can see, there's gonna be a snare roll right there. Another tip here, you can use the greater than or the less than signs on your keyboard, which is also gonna coordinate to the comma or the period. And I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it or trim this right here. I bet. So one thing that I wanted to keep in mind here is you got to identify that one sound that's going to be for the hook. For me, on this particular beat, this vox or vocal sound is going to be for the hook. I'm only going to pretty much play this vocal sound when it comes to the hook. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So now that we have our hook and we have our intro, let's work on the verses. I'm going to actually mute this part. And all I'm gonna do is just take this and just drag this on over. Now, one thing I want to do or keep in mind here is that you want the verses to be open enough for an artist to jump on. So what I'm gonna do is mute out this Vox and then mute out this busy arpeggiated piano, and we'll just bring that part back in a little later. Another thing I like to do with my verses is for the first 8 bars, I just, eliminate the kick and I just have like the 808 going, and then I bring the kick in, on the second part of the verse. So you'll see what I'm saying here. So I'll just take this and I'm holding down Option to make a copy of this. I'm holding down Option and just dragging this on over. And this is going to become our 16. And so what I'll do, I'm going to bring this other piano part back in and our kick back in. And then pretty much we're just going to repeat this. So I'm going to let you hear the beat all the way through, from the intro to the hook and to the verse. And then you're going to see how easily it's going to just make sense. Bet. So as you can hear in the verse here, it's open enough for like an artist to get on it. If you're listening to the beat, you can actually hear like some type of an artist, a trap artist or a rapper, going in, spitting their bars and stuff like that as the beat's playing. Another thing I wanted to point out here is the beat is actually not too busy. Okay, I actually only have about 10 tracks in this whole beat. All right, anything else that I add will just be like some type of maybe a transitional sound or some type of an effect. It's not going to be any other instruments really I'm going to bring in. Now, from here, we're just going to pretty much come and I'm going to copy the hook and the verse, and I'm just going to drag it on over. Instantly, now we have a verse 2. And songs nowadays are actually kind of shorter than what they used to be. I remember back in the day, they used to tell you, hey, the songs need to at least be like 3 minutes and 30 seconds, or then it went down to 3 minutes, and now it's really around 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's how long songs are. And so for the most part, I would just come over here and I'm going to go ahead and take, actually we could do it like this. Repeat the same thing that I got going on for the intro for the most part, but reverse it here. So like, see how I had that 808 coming in at one half of the song? We're just going to do an absolute reverse on it. So when I mean reverse, you'll see what I'm talking about. Boom. So we're going to do that. Get rid of those. So, and this is going to be the beat. Okay. Now, the only thing I'm going to switch on this, though, is on the second verse. And first off, let me do a time check. So I come over here and do a time check just to make sure the song's long enough. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Yeah, we're right in that pocket, especially with a trap beat. I really don't have to, give it a third verse like that. But as you can see here, I have this third piano right here. And what this third piano is, it's like a higher pitch piano of this, like this melody right here. So I'm going to bring that in the second verse just to add a little bit more variation. You'll see what I'm talking about. So let me go ahead and mute this bad boy out here. And I'm going to just bring this piano in there. And then it's going to sound dope. So like we're going to go from the hook to that second verse. see how I added a little bit of variation to it just by adding that extra little part. And so that's pretty much it, man. Really, the beat is for the most part done. I am going to keep on working on this, though. I'm going to show you some other tips and stuff like that. Now, I will say this. Just looking at this, especially if you're kind of new to everything, you're not really going to be necessarily able to quickly identify what's what in the song. So one way to get around that is to color code everything. So I know my hooks are right here with this Vox sound. If I go over here to this guy right here, I can get my colors up and I can make this whatever color. I'm gonna make it pink, you know what I mean? So you can't miss pink, you feel me? So we'll make all of these pink, like a hot pink color, and we'll make the verses blue, okay? And so we have these intro and we got the outro. We'll make that orange or yellow, actually. No, yeah, we'll make it green. Yeah, we'll make it red. Okay. And now you can identify each section of the song, even if you were to, like, say, run a session. Okay, so say you're the producer and you're going to be the mixing engineer and everything like that, or a recording engineer. You're bringing an artist in, you know what I mean, and you're going to record their parts. You will be able to quickly identify what's what. You can bring this playhead over here. You know the pink is going to be your hook. You know the blue is going to be your verses. So we got the beat pretty much ready to go. The only other things that I would recommend doing is, of course, adding your beat tag in here, and then also adding some transitional sounds, okay? This little snare roll is not good enough, in and of itself to really identify, okay, we're about to go into a new section of the song. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to create a new software instrument track. We're going to use a quick sampler track, and I have some pre-loaded transitional sounds. Okay, if you're brand new to Logic, all you have to do is drag and drop sounds in here from anywhere. You can drag and drop sounds from the workspace window. You can drag and drop sounds from your Apple Loops here. You can drag and drop sounds from a third-party sample bank. And then after you do that, you can save them by doing save as right there. But anyway, I'm going to do this Air Rev right here. This is like a go-to sound that I like to use. Okay, and so I'm going to put that like right before each new section. And if you listen to it, you can kind of see how that actually brings the beat into the next section a whole lot better than just using that snare roll, especially since the snare roll is not like a long snare roll. So cool. So we have our Air Rev here for like a transitional sound. And what I can do, again, we're going to put that before each new section. So before the verse, before this other hook here, before that. Okay. And there you go. Another thing that I like to do here is add like a cymbal or what we'll call a crash sound, okay? And it just kind of just emphasizes, okay, that this is a new section. For me, that's like one thing I like to do is put those crashes or cymbals there. I know that some people don't like doing it sometimes in the beats. You don't really necessarily hear it, but you can always put that in there and turn it down lower in your mix. It doesn't have to be super loud. See, that's just like a little accent piece that you wouldn't really think about, but it definitely is going to make a difference. Okay. So we'll just rename this cymbal, or we'll just say rename this crash. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this crash sound like after each air rev or transitional effect. And make sure you do Command S after every movement that you make. Only other thing that I'm probably gonna do on this is add like a bell and then also my tag. So we'll go ahead and create this, and I already have the bell loaded here. And this had this real low in the music. I just put that in there as another accent piece. All right. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and turn it up just a little bit. I didn't really hear it at all. And I just like adding that bell. I pretty much add this bell in a lot of my beats. And for y'all, if y'all want to find this bell in Logic, it's actually a stock sound. It's called a tubular bell. You can just search it in your library here. Just go tubular. And it should actually come up. Tubular bells right there. Tubular bells. I use that a whole lot, man. And I even use it for like TV and film placements and everything like that. So I pretty much just put it in, a lot of my beats. And again, we're going to just put this along with the crash here. I'm just holding down Option and just dragging this over like so. All right. Last thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put my beat tag in here. At least put your beat tag at least one time in the beginning. I think this is a very smart thing to do. Just in case someone tries to, rip your beat or whatever, I would think that at least the person would want to leave your tag in there. And actually, we're not going to speak on people ripping beats, man. Bump that. They're going to pay for shit. So, anyway. You got it. All right. You got it. Okay, cool. So, we're going to go ahead and add this in there as well. And I'm using the MIDI keyboard to lay this stuff down. If you're just brand new to production, you don't know what I'm just using my MIDI keyboard to play this stuff in here. You got it. And you hear how that bell was in there, just like a touch of spice or something like that. A touch of Cajun sauce in your, what I'm saying? You know how you put that Cajun seasoning on your macaroni and cheese or your dish or whatever, and it just takes it up a notch. You can't really taste it a whole lot, but you can taste it just enough to know it's there. That's how you want to do some of this accent pieces here. And so pretty much this is going to wrap it up, man. This beat is ready to go on my site. I'm actually going to go ahead and post it today. If y'all want to check out my site, just DM me. I'll let you know what the site is. And you can check out my beats there. But anyway, y'all, make sure y'all get subscribed to my channel. Also, again, if you go to beatmakingbasics.com, you can download courses, full video courses. You don't have to have an internet connection to actually or log in information. You're going to be able to be downloaded to your computer. So after you purchase it, so grab those courses. I also have drum kits and I have a melody kit on the site as well. Grab those. And without further ado, also make sure that you get a ticket to our giveaway that we'll be doing throughout the year. Okay, so we're going to be doing several giveaways throughout the year on our journey to 100,000 subscribers. Okay. First milestone is going to be 10,000 subscribers. We're almost there. And so if you make sure you go to the site and download the 100K bundle pack, that's going to actually be your entry into the giveaway. Okay, the first prize is going to be a pair of expensive headphones, some type of dope headphones. I'm probably going to start showing. I'm going to buy it pretty soon once we start getting a little closer to the 10K, and then I'm gonna show y'all, hey, this is what y'all gonna get. Woo, woo, woo. It's only $5 to get the bundle pack, and on top of that, you're gonna get some sounds and you're gonna get some tutorials that are gonna come in the bundle pack. So it's not like you're just giving the $5 away, this hope to win something. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna actually get something with the $5 bundle pack, plus it'll be your entry into the 100K giveaway. More information's on my site, beatmakingbasics.com. But yo, love y'all, appreciate y'all, and I will see you in the next video.